Hello and welcome to King Pasha's Garage. Today we're looking at the 1970 El Camino. Now, I was asked to show a video of replays and everything on this car. But for right now, for everybody else that wants to see the all-wheel drive drift tune for this car, I'm just going to go through the steps as usual. Here's the share code for this one. Okay, now this is retuned. It handles probably a lot better than the original. So there's that. Now that one was just tuned the other day, and I have another one up here. It's in third place right now, Legend All-Wheel Drive Drift, but that's the old tune. That's from 2022, and of course this one is from 4/24/2023. So there's that. We got 1,515 horsepower. And it only weighs 3,182 pounds. The other one weighs 35. So look, there's a huge difference between the two. The new one is definitely lighter. So there's that. Let's just show you guys everything I've done to this car. And all the replays and everything will be later on. It's got the 6.5 liter V12 to give you all that power, and it's an A class, so that's pretty wicked. All-wheel drive drivetrain, twin turbo with the anti-lag on there as well. Front bumper is stock rear wing, and I have the street hood that has the engine, well, the supercharger that sticks out, but you can just say, hey, the engine sticks out of this car. You can say that as well. I would let that go. All right, we got stock tire compound for that ultimate slide. All right, and you got the skinniest tires in the front and skinniest tires in the back. All right, of course I got my favorite rims, the TC105Ns. They're in the sport rim style on the bottom. Pretty easy to find. The stock rims don't look too bad either on here as well. We just got 14s in the front and 14s in the rear to save weight. There is the track width. I just left it stock. Sometimes I feel like you can get more points with them not maxed out like this. All right, so it's just a matter of preference. Stock transmission, so a 6-speed transmission, race driveline, and a drift differential. Here he's got sport brakes. If you did the race brakes, it would take you up to an S1. That's not a bad thing, but hey, I like to do A class. So that's what I dealt with on this one. So, you know, I maxed it out to a 799. Drift springs and dampeners, of course. You got anti-roll bars for the front and the rear on there. No roll cage. All right. Anything like that would take you up to an S1. It's got the race rate reduction, so it's definitely is light, and light and powerful. And of course, everything here is going to be raced all the way through to give you that 1,515 horsepower. See, it has the anti-lag, and then it does wonders. It really does. Look at that. Hear it. And yeah, race intercooler. Car mastery for this one, still the same. Nothing has it ever been on there. So there's that. And here's the tune that I'm rocking with on this vehicle here. Gears are pretty close together, as you can tell. Alignment, it's got a newer alignment on there. Anti-roll bars are just there for show. Springs are on the very, very soft side. It just rolls into the turns. Or glides. As low as you can go. And then dampening's 21, 20, and 20. Got that? Great. There is no downforce to worry about. No brakes because it's just got the sport brakes on there. And then the differential is 76, 86, 97, 97. And there's 43% to, a little bit more power to the front wheels. That just helps it out. This is a very easy setup. And there's that. Now, I want to do something else with you guys. I mean, this car you know, is relatively cheap. So if I go to buy cars, let's see how much it's going to cost all together for the car and the tune. So we go to Chevy here, right? All right, so it's 65,000. That's relatively cheap, right? All right, so here we'll just buy it. Okay, we'll just buy it, make it red. Great, sweet, I have it. All right, now let's put my tune on there and let's see how much it cost. This was for TY Cobb. So huge shout out to him. And this is why this video came out in the first place. So let's see how much it's going to cost to put the King all-wheel drive drift on the $65,000 car. As you can tell, it says easy all-wheel drive drift tune. Didn't have to really say anything else. 109,000 credits is what it costs to go from the C-Class 60. So it's about $170,000 for the whole package. All right. What do I get out of that? Not what you think. Not what you think. All right. You're like, oh, Posh, this thing's expensive. Well, I can't help that. That's just how it all works. Where is the car? There it is. Okay, let me take you guys outside. I want to show you guys something. Okay, let me break it down to you what I see when you guys buy the tunes from me. Okay, tuning rewards. Okay, there it is. I get 100 credits every time you guys download one of my tunes. All right, when you guys like my tune, I get 500 credits each time. And when you guys use my tune, I get 200 credits every time you use it. So I get 600 credits when you use it 3 times in an online drift lobby. And as you can tell, I have a total of 81,000 on that one. You know, here's this. This is just me been checking in, you know, on stuff here. You guys can just see the money I'm making. There's a one, I think I have like a one on the Lamborghini Gallardo is where that one comes from. There's 300. That's not too bad. 734 uses. That's not too shabby. You got here 400. Not too bad for the 22nd. You know, this one wasn't too bad. 861 uses for that day. That's not bad either. And as you can tell, it keeps going. I mean, look at that one. Those two right there. That's the 17th and the 13th. You know, people are definitely been downloading and using like mad. But yeah, you have this up here, but if you want to claim it all, you know, look at that. I have 110.8 million. All right, what do I have now? 112. All right, so nice. All right, so that's pretty cool. Now let's get into everything else about this car here. I have a few replays to show you guys on this car. And we will get to it. So, here is the video, TY, that I had issues sending to you. I pressed upload like 6 times and it did not want to upload to send to you. So at least you get to see what this thing was capable of doing. And I'll show you tidbits. Now this is after 2 weeks of being off on vacation. You know, so that also puts into a factor of what I can hit on this, you know, track, on this course. Not bad with that 3%, a little bit more power going to the front wheels. Really just helps you out with that light rear end that this truck has. We were able to get a 1.158, almost a 1.160 We're about 2,000 off. But yeah, as you can tell, my best is a 1.164. So about 5,000 points off of my best. You know, now if I keep working on it, I probably could hit that score or better. All right. We got these other you know, things here. We got, because he wanted to see what it was, what I do for points and everything. I know it's dark. I can't control the weather. All right, the time of day, whatever you want to call it. You guys get to see what I'm running, at least. Yeah, what I'm running. Take it to second gear. It's just smooth right around that turn right there. Drag it out. There you go. And that's how that goes. I you know, I press, you know, record right there so you could see what I'm doing in these certain locations. That's usually where I want to be, about 355, 360. And then I want to hit over 400 by the time I'm going to transfer back and forth here. Or I could have just went all the way through there sideways, but I decided not to push it. You want about 430, 450, you know, 440, around in that general area there, you know. And as you're coming around this, you're going to want around 500 points. Anything in the 500s are good, you know. The higher you go, the better, right? Of course. And of course, we're coming up here, and the construction equipment is right there on the left, right there. You want to hit over 600 points by the time you go past that thing right there. All right, you want it like a 600, 615, 610, you know what I mean, 605, somewhere in that range or better. And you're set there. You know, and that one's just super long. So there's that. So yeah, it's you know, it is what it is. So let's go back to the festival. It's right there, but it doesn't matter.
Oh well.
Yeah, this car's sweet. I guess I should have stayed out there anyways. I'm going to show the car a little bit more. We're here. You know, and apparently I'm in reverse. Didn't even know that. Let's start back up here. Look at that. This takes right off. No problem. Didn't even know it was in reverse. I really didn't. It slides right into a wall. And it's perfect. You know, you want that. You want a car that just slides right into walls. You know, it's that stock tire compound, and we're off road. I mean, it's gonna slide for days no matter what. You know, and it's a sweet tune. It really works very well. And I mean, I got the message from, you know, from TY here, Cobb right here, 41. You know, he was been asking for it. You know, he wanted me to upload everything, so I did. You're watching it right now. You know, let's see the El Camino drift score. So you did see that. You know, I was only about 5,000 points off of my best. So, you know, there's that. You know, it's a pretty sweet car. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this thing. It's definitely a points getter by far. But yeah. And I'll show you where the tune derived from, because that's what Cobb asked in the first place. So yeah, we'll get there. Here's the slider. Slides for days. Slides for days. Unless there's something in your way, then it stops sliding for days. Either way, this tune actually came from a Volkswagen. Came from this right here. The 668. Now it was just a little different, you know. But, you know, when you look at the tune, You know, there's the 55, 55. See, it's a different gearing than that has. So, you know, it's a different engine, you know, that you're dealing with. But look, see, the alignment's the same. The anti-roll bars are the same. Springs were on the soft side, low as you can go. Dampening is 21, 20, and 20. There is no downforce to worry about. The brakes on this one, however, are 70% to the front with 130% pressure. And it's 76, 86, 97, 97 with 43%. That's where I got the tune from. I took that tune. I changed the gears on there. And then the other one had, you know, sport brakes, whatnot. So there's that change. But yeah, minor changes. And it was good to go. And it was just 5,000 points from my best. So, you know, and that's how we work those things. Because that's what he said. He said, hey, could you make the El Camino handle just like the, you know, the VW pickup? Well, then why not just put the VW pickup tune on the El Camino and call it a day? And that's what I did. So, and it works. They're both, you know, utes, trucks, however you want to call them. They have a bed in the back. So it is what it is, whatever you want to call them. So there's that. Apparently I didn't need this other one right here, so I can just get rid of it. Of course, when you remove these cars, I just lost 65 grand. But it's only 65 grand. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. And there you have it, guys. There's the build, the tune, the replays. This thing slides for days. Get out there, try to beat my score, and let me know in the comments below if you do it. I'd love to hear it from you guys. Well, hey, until next time, stay sideways, my friends.